Hi, I'm Charlotte Davis from Fit to Learn, and I'm sitting here with Catherine Pastano, who came to me a few weeks ago and asked me to see one of her acquaintances. And Catherine works for Creative Croydon and works with a lot of people in the arts. Catherine, tell me.
Okay, so thank you, Charlotte. I met the lady that we're speaking to you about, who we're going to keep her name confidential, but I met her about 10 years ago, and I was always really impressed with her. She is a lovely lady. She's had a tough life and she does a lot for her community. She's got a lot of musical skills and she does her very best to help other people. But she's got a mental health history and she's had some difficulties around brain processing, which mean that it's hard for her to keep on top of clutter. And she's about to lose her housing, and I was utterly shocked at the way her housing association is treating her, and very, very concerned. And I knew of Charlotte's work with people with different kinds of conditions like dyslexia, dyspraxia and other kinds of brain processing activities that I'm interested in for myself too. But I asked Charlotte if she could help. Now, Charlotte needs to make a living and we're trying to raise the money to help my acquaintance, my former colleague, with her difficulties.
I went to see this lady. Well, in fact, I spoke to her on the phone first. I knew as soon as I spoke on the phone I was dealing with something quite extreme, delay on their sound processing. So I took equipment with me that I knew I could leave. But she actually needs intensive therapy from a process called Tomatis therapy. What I met was a woman who's 49, who's quite isolated, who's having difficulty with sound, but that means also difficulty with sequencing. If you can't sequence, you also can't organise your possessions. So the Housing Association is threatening to evict her. When I spoke to the Housing Association, they explained they were extremely hostile and difficult to speak to, and they were not interested in helping me. I said I thought they had a social fund. They were, again, rejected me, gave me a couple of phone numbers to phone, and off I went to try and speak to other people. There is no help out there. When you're 49, you're female, you've had a long history throughout your whole lifetime of mental health problems, no one's helping. I am pretty confident that in 6 months' time I can get this lady to a point where her sound processing is integrated with her vision, where she can actually live a much, much calmer life. And I think that's an incredibly exciting prospect. There's nothing I can do without any money. And so we're really asking everybody to pitch in and help us so we can work with her.
I'm extremely excited about the possibilities that a short, intensive piece of work with Charlotte could make on this lady's life. If you're able to give anything, however small, please do make a donation now. We've got teaching and social work backgrounds and management backgrounds, so we're registered professionals and this is a genuine request. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.